Welcome to Storywise Nonfiction Article Level 3. Make sure to stay until the end of the video for vocabulary explanations. You can also find the vocabulary list in the video's description. Huntsman spiders. Madagascar, an island nation located off the eastern coast of Africa, is a place that is bursting with vibrant life and unique creatures. A world within a world, this large island has been separated from other land masses for about 88 million years. This isolation, both in terms of geography and time, has resulted in a fascinating and somewhat magical phenomenon called endemism. Endemism refers to a situation where certain species of plants, animals, or other organisms are found exclusively in a particular area or region and nowhere else in the world. This phenomenon often occurs on isolated islands like Madagascar, where species have been allowed to evolve separately from their mainland relatives over long periods of time. In the case of Madagascar, an astonishing 80% of its plant species, about 14,000 out of approximately 17,500, are endemic, meaning they can't be found growing naturally anywhere else on the planet. This incredibly high level of endemism is a testament to the island's long period of isolation and unique environmental conditions. In an effort to explore and document this rich biodiversity, a group of German researchers recently journeyed to Madagascar. The purpose of their visit was to conduct an ecological survey, a systematic study that catalogs all the plants and animals in a specific area. The ecological survey can provide valuable information about the biodiversity of the area, the relationships between different species, and their roles within the ecosystem. During the survey, the researchers focused on one particular region of the island. Using scientific methods and systematic procedures, they started the meticulous process of recording each and every plant and animal species that they could identify in the area. This is a painstaking process that requires both a keen eye and a vast knowledge of biology. It also requires the patience to observe nature in action and a willingness to get up close and personal with the wide variety of life forms that inhabit the area, including insects and spiders. The aim of the researchers was to understand the ecological dynamics of this part of Madagascar better, particularly the behavior of its insect and spider population. One specific incident involving a spider and a small frog caught their attention, and this event would later prove to be a significant focus of their study. The researchers' approach to their study was characterized by careful observation and data collection. Not only did they document the existence of various species in the area, but they also observed and recorded the behaviors of these organisms. When they noticed unusual or interesting behaviors, they delved deeper, investigating the potential reasons for these behaviors and their implications for the broader ecosystem. The findings from such studies can shed light on the complex interactions between different species, ultimately providing a more complete picture of the unique ecosystem of Madagascar. Spiders are fascinating creatures that occupy nearly every corner of our globe. These remarkable arthropods inhabit every continent except Antarctica, displaying an impressive array of diversity both in terms of species and physical characteristics. Around 48,000 distinct species of spiders have been identified worldwide, each differing in size, color, behavior, and habitat. Spiders are predominantly carnivorous, feeding mainly on insects. Some larger species, however, have been known to eat other spiders or even small animals. They employ a variety of methods to catch their prey, with many species building intricate webs that serve as deadly traps for unsuspecting insects. Others, known as ground spiders, do not build webs but are adept hunters, relying on their speed and stealth to chase down and capture their prey. Different types of spiders possess unique physical and behavioral traits that distinguish them from others. For instance, some spiders, like the orb-weaver spiders, are known for their large, circular webs. Jumping spiders, on the other hand, are recognized by their excellent vision and unique hunting method, which, as the name suggests, involves jumping onto their prey. However, despite the differences, all spiders share certain common characteristics that bind them together as a group. One of these shared traits is the presence of spinnerets or silk-producing glands, typically located at the back of their bodies. Spider silk is a fascinating material with a variety of uses, from building webs and egg sacs to creating shelters and aid in locomotion. Each species of spider can produce a unique type of silk tailored to its specific needs and lifestyle. Spiders belong to a larger group of animals called arachnids, named after Arachne, a character from ancient Greek mythology who was turned into a spider. Apart from spiders, this group also includes creatures like scorpions, mites, and ticks. While these organisms differ significantly in terms of their appearances and behaviors, they all share certain anatomical features, such as the absence of antennae and wings, that make them arachnids. Spiders, like all arachnids, consume their food in a very peculiar manner. Since they do not have teeth, they cannot chew their food. Instead, they use a process known as external digestion. The spider first immobilizes its prey using venom. It then regurgitates digestive enzymes onto the prey, which break down the tissues and turn it into a liquid. This liquid, containing the nutrients from the prey, is then sucked up by the spider, providing it with the sustenance it needs to survive. While spiders play an essential role in controlling insect populations, their unique appearance and behavior often trigger fear in humans, a condition known as arachnophobia. Despite the fact that most spiders are harmless to humans, their often erratic movements, coupled with a general fear of their venomous bites, has led to widespread fear and misunderstanding of these remarkable creatures. Education and understanding are crucial in overcoming such fears and appreciating the important role spiders play in our ecosystems. Among the diverse spider families, the Huntsman spiders stand out, not only due to their distinct physical attributes but also because of their unique behaviors. Known scientifically as sporacity, Huntsman spiders are a large family, comprising about 1,000 individual species spread across the globe. Their long legs, gray to brown coloring, and flat bodies provide them with a unique appearance, immediately distinguishable from other spider families. Huntsman spiders, named so because of their hunting method that closely resembles that of a human hunter, possess a leg span that can measure up to 15 centimeters in some species. They don't build webs. Instead, they rely on their agility and speed to chase and capture their prey. Their long, flexible legs are well suited to this active hunting lifestyle. Each leg is equipped with multiple joints that allow the spider to move with a surprising degree of flexibility and speed. Huntsman spiders are versatile in terms of their habitat preferences. They are found in many parts of the world, thriving in a variety of environments. However, they particularly prefer living in small, narrow spaces, which they use as their hideouts. These hideouts can be between rocks, under the bark of trees, or inside logs. Their flat bodies are perfectly adapted to squeeze into these narrow crevices, providing them a safe place to rest, hunt, and breed. The life cycle of the Huntsman spider, especially the process of reproduction, is as fascinating as the spider itself. Female huntsman spiders have a unique way of carrying and protecting their eggs. They produce a flat, oval egg sac made from white, paper-like silk. This sac may contain as many as 200 eggs. Some species of huntsman spiders carry this sac around with them until the spiderlings hatch, providing continuous protection against potential predators. Others place the egg sac in a secure location like a rock crevice and stand guard over it. During the guarding period, which lasts for about 3 weeks until the spiderlings hatch, the female huntsman does not eat. This period of fasting displays the commitment and parental investment that these spiders make for their offspring. Post-hatching, the mother continues to protect her spiderlings until they are ready to venture out on their own. Like most spiders, the lifespan of huntsman spiders is relatively short, with most species living for about 2 years. However, some factors can influence the lifespan of these spiders. For instance, their survival depends heavily on their ability to successfully hunt and avoid predators. Environmental factors, such as habitat destruction, climate change, and human activities, also play a significant role in determining their lifespan. In conclusion, huntsman spiders, despite their fearsome name and appearance, are fascinating creatures that showcase a remarkable array of adaptations and behaviors. Their unique hunting strategies, reproductive behaviors, and flexibility in terms of habitat selection make them an essential part of the world's biodiversity. Understanding them is key not only for arachnologists but also for those who wish to appreciate the complexity and beauty of nature. In their ecological survey of Madagascar, the German researchers made a remarkable discovery. They found several leaf shelters, small pockets formed by leaves held together by spider silk, each of which contained a huntsman spider. This was surprising because while huntsman spiders are known to reside in crevices and small spaces, the intentional construction of a leaf shelter was not a previously observed behavior in these species. One of the leaf shelters discovered had not only a huntsman spider, but also a small frog that the spider was eating. This observation intrigued the researchers because it suggested a complex and unique hunting strategy. The spider had taken its prey inside the leaf shelter, suggesting that it was using the shelter not just for hiding but potentially also for trapping and consuming its prey. From their observations, the researchers hypothesized that these leaf shelters could be acting as frog traps. The frogs, seeking cool and dark places to hide from other predators, might find these shelters ideal. Once inside, they would be within the clutches of the waiting huntsman spider. However, the researchers were cautious not to jump to conclusions. They reasoned that it was also possible that the spiders were using the leaf shelters as hideouts from which they could launch surprise attacks on any small creatures passing by. The fact that many of the leaf shelters they found contained spiders but no prey suggests that these shelters could serve multiple functions for the spiders. The behavior observed by the researchers also led them to consider how these leaf shelters fit into the huntsman spider's overall feeding habits. They wondered whether the spiders intentionally selected frogs as their primary prey, using the leaf shelters to lure and trap them. Or perhaps the spiders were opportunistic hunters, feeding on any small creatures that happened to wander into their shelters. The researchers acknowledged that to confirm any of these hypotheses, further observations and experiments would be necessary. They emphasized that the single observed instance of a spider with a frog in a leaf shelter was insufficient to draw definitive conclusions about the purpose of these shelters. Nonetheless, They noted that the unique behavior observed during their expedition shed new light on the complex and diverse hunting strategies employed by Huntsman spiders. The discovery of the Huntsman spider's unique behavior in Madagascar opens up exciting new directions for research. The researchers theorized that these spiders might be using the leaf shelters as frog traps. This theory raises fascinating questions about the spider's hunting strategies and their role in the ecosystem. If these spiders are indeed using the leaf shelters as frog traps, it could have important ecological implications. For instance, it could affect the local frog population and the food chain. Spiders, as predators, help control the population of their prey, and frogs play an essential role in their own right, controlling insect populations and serving as food for other animals. If the spiders are targeting frogs specifically, this could alter the balance of the ecosystem. However, before any definitive conclusions can be drawn, further observations and experiments are necessary. The researchers found only one spider eating a frog in a leaf shelter, which is not enough evidence to prove that these shelters are frog traps. More data is needed to confirm this theory, which could involve observing the spider's behavior over a more extended period and in different locations. This could help determine whether this is a common behavior among huntsman spiders in Madagascar or a unique adaptation of a specific population. This discovery greatly contributes to our understanding of spider behavior and Madagascar's unique ecosystem. It underscores the remarkable adaptability of spiders and the diversity of their hunting strategies. It also highlights how much there is still to learn about Madagascar's endemic species. Despite being isolated for millions of years, the island's flora and fauna continue to surprise and intrigue scientists. The potential for future research in Madagascar is immense. With 80% of its plant species and many of its animal species found nowhere else, Madagascar is a treasure trove of biological diversity. The unique behavior of the huntsman spiders is just one example of how the island's species have adapted to their environment in fascinating ways. Future research could uncover even more unique behaviors and further our understanding of this remarkable ecosystem. Endemism refers to species that are found only in one particular region and nowhere else in the world. Ecological survey, a systematic study that records all the plants and animals in a specific area. Arthropods, a group of animals, including insects and spiders, that have jointed legs and an exoskeleton. Carnivorous, an animal that mainly eats meat. Orb-weaver spiders, a type of spider known for building large circular webs. Spinnerets, small organs found at the back of a spider's body that produce silk. Arachnids, a group of animals that includes spiders, scorpions, mites, and ticks. External digestion, the process of breaking down food outside the body, usually using digestive enzymes. Regurgitates, to bring up food from the stomach and out of the mouth. Arachnophobia, an extreme or irrational fear of spiders and other arachnids. Huntsman spiders, a family of spiders known for their large size, agility, and hunting behavior. They don't build webs and are named after their hunting method. Sporacity, the scientific name for huntsman spiders. Distinguishable, something that can be clearly identified or noticed as different. Versatile, able to adapt or be adapted to many different functions or activities. Crevices, a narrow opening or fissure in a hard surface. Spiderlings, a term for young or baby spiders. Fasting, abstaining from all or some kinds of food or drink, especially as a religious observance. Arachnologists, scientists who study spiders and related animals such as scorpions, collectively known as arachnids. Prey, an animal that is hunted and killed by another for food. Hypothesized, when a possible explanation or idea is suggested as a starting point for further investigation. Opportunistic, taking advantage of immediate opportunities without considering the consequences or ethical questions. Definitive, providing a final and conclusive solution or answer. Ecological implications, the possible effects or impact of a certain action or event on the ecosystem or environment. Endemic, referring to species that are native to or confined to a certain region. Flora and fauna, terms used to refer to plant and animal life, respectively, in a particular region or time. Adaptation, a change in a plant or animal that makes it better able to live in a particular place or situation.